Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone and welcome to another very exciting tutorial. We are proceeding with our project and we are doing a scoring system. Actually it's a very basic one, so let's jump into the Gamemaker now. I will add that in the level optimizer. If you come here, basically we'll just say score equals 0. That's it. Now, there's something I forgot to do, and that is destroying the list. So we'll do it right now. If we come to the events, add other room end, and once the room ended, we'll destroy the list ds list destroy, not delete. Pay attention to that. Destroy, and we'll say left. And I'm going to copy that and change this to right. Okay, that's good. Now, let's go to the object wall. Now we have a small problem here. We are colliding with the wall, and the wall is a parent of the object spike. And if we collide with the spike, we'll get a score. So I have to change that, and we'll change it in a second. So here in the collision with the object wall, we'll just say score plus equals 1. That's good. Now if we come to the object spike here, you see it was a child of the object wall. I just removed that. I don't know when I did that, but you would have it as a child and change that to no parent. Okay, now if you come to the object wall, I'm just going to copy all that into this. So we'll have a create alarm 0, alarm 1, and we'll come here, we click on the script, we copy that, we click on create and paste it here, and the alarm 2 we paste it here, and the destroy we could do it ourselves, but anyways, and check to see if we copied the right code, and it's basically just literally the same code. Now I will go and load a sprite, and it will be a sprite score. It's basically just a circle, and the big number of the score will be in the middle of this circle. Now okay, if we come to the level optimizer, I'll add a draw event. Here in the draw event, we'll just draw the sprite. So we say draw sprite, and we say sp score subimage 0 and 270 480. That's good. And we need so there is a small trick. If we come to object pulse in the draw event, we can actually steal this code. I'm going to copy this first, then I'll just delete this H align and V align. Okay, we don't really need that anymore because we are going to put it here. So we'll choose another font. Actually, I'm going to create another font, and the size will be 100. I will add clear all, then add the digits. So have just the digits, bold, italic, and the font would be Calibri if you have it, actually. So we'll just choose the font number. Why is it 3? 2. Okay, so it will be 2, and we'll draw the score. So say draw text color, and the position would be 270 480 score, and the color would be C white, and I'm going to copy that and paste it 4 times, and the alpha would be 0.5. I think that's it. And if we run the game here, you see we have the score, and Now there's something I forgot to do. I'll do it right now, and it's changing the depth of the level optimizer, because this will be above the player, as you see. But we have everything working. Now there's one thing I wanted to change. You saw that only spikes there was. So if we come to the seawall, here we have with object wall. But since we changed the spike and it's no longer a child of a wall, we want to run this script on the object spike too. So we just copy that, paste it, and write here object spike in small letters. Good. So this is literally just the same code as here. Now, there is one thing else I want to add to the game, and actually this is how the levels will work, and that's by setting a target score. Now, what is the target score? It's once you reach a score, the level should end, and we should go to the next level, so something else would come. Another walls, a different size of the wall, and something else will happen actually. So how to do that? I'll just come to level optimizer and change the depth to 1. Don't forget to do that. And we'll have a new alarm. And in the new alarm, we'll trigger the new finish line. Now, I don't have a finish line, so I'll just go to sprites and load a finish line. So we have the finish line, and the finish line is the size of the finish line is the same size. The height of the finish line is the same as the room. It's 960, but the width is 35. Now that's a very sensitive number, because we are going to use a specific speed for this finish line. Now I'll just go and change this to finish-ish. So, and I'll center the origin, then change the x to 0. Okay. And I'll have a new object, and I'll call it O finish, and give it the sprite of finish, and I'll have a create event, and I'll come to the object wall, copy the create event code, and paste it here. Now if we enter the code, all we have to change is the speed. You remember we had 35, and that's not gonna help us if we use a speed of 4. Now we need to change that. So I'll use 3.5 because we're having 10 frames, and within that we should have the finish line inside the the room, because I'm just going to use it as a wall, so it will just slide in the finish line. I mean, it will just slide in, and we can end the game there. So other than this, I'll have a alarm 0, and in alarm 0, let's just copy it from here. It's just a speed 0. Okay. So in alarm 2, in the level optimizer, I'm going to create these two objects. So the finish line, I mean. So you remember that we had a global variable and its size. Okay. So we are going to use that in our code. So we'll say if side equals 1. Okay. So it means that the finish line should be on the right side. So how to create it on the right side? We'll basically say instance create, and here we'll put the x position. Now we want the object to be outside the room, so we can just say 540. Okay, but there is one thing else. I want to push it outside the room, and to push it another 35 pixels. Okay, so instead of 540, I will just say 75, because 40 plus 35 is 75. And the y position is the same, the center of the room, so for 80, and the object will be all finished. Good. Now I'm going to just copy that. So say else and paste that, and I'll change the X position, because if it's not 1 then it's on the left side, and if the on the left side, so it's 0, but I want to push it 35 pixels, so we say minus 35. Okay, so the object will be outside the room, then it will slide in the room. Good. Now we don't have anything to trigger this alarm. So how to trigger this alarm and how to see if the target's score has been reached. So we come to the global variables and we add a new variable. Actually, this shouldn't be in this create event. It should be somewhere before this create event, but we will have it here. So we say t-score, okay, and we say t-score equals, for example, the target would be 5. Let's say 5 for now, okay, because it will be easy. Now if we come to C-wall, where we create the walls, basically, here in the width level optimizer, we would change things. Now I would just make space and open a new bracket. Okay, so this would be within this new bracket, and I'm just going to push this and add a new statement. We'll say if score equals t-score, okay, then I don't want to create a wall. I want to create the finish line. Okay, so we will say run alarm 2 instead of the wall, alarm 2, which is creating the finish line. Else, so if we are not on the target score, create the ordinary wall. Okay, and I'm going to copy that, okay, and paste it here, and change this to 0 because this is the left side, and it will be just the same. Now I think that's all what we need. And if I run this, now you see, well, it scores 0. If I reach 5, I hope I do, you see we have the finish line, but it's not doing anything, and I died because I was outside the room. Now we'll change that. We are going to change that, but it won't happen in this episode. You have to wait till the next one. So I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. I hope that you have learned something today, and I'm quite sure that you've learned something today. So please like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet. And you guys have a great day.